Oh, you good people out there. It is just the beginning of spring here in Australia. And apart from our garden, which you already know, we pruned the malunggais ready for the next crop of leaves. And I think you know that our manga is flowering. And let's see which light is best. It's pretty dark. It's pretty miserable weather here. We had a beautiful day yesterday, and apparently it's going to be nice today. I just thought you guys would like to know what I like to do here in Australia. Well, it's this. That's the workshop I built for myself, by myself. I work on Jeeps. I built engines. Here's one that's nearly finished. Probably needs to be cleaned up, but it just needs a sump and a front plate. And here is my workshop, which I built a few years ago, but as you know, I've been very ill. And even though I love a clean workshop, this is far from it. All right, so yes, this is my mess. I like a clean workshop, but here is our son's nappies and wipe supplies. Hey, guess what? I've had a car jack probably since I was 19. It's falling apart. My son Angelo saw it. And guess what? He said, Dad, can you go to Auto One, which is my favorite store for auto parts. And he got me this for Father's Day. Woohoo, look at that baby. Big heavy duty 3-ton trolley jack. He got me the chair last year. So I've got to change. I was going to change the oil on my Jeep today, but it's just so cold. It just hurts me too much. Using the car stand I made. I have a channel called Aussie Jeep Muscle. Look at my poor workbench. There's another V8. Yeah, so this is what I do in my spare time. The beast is here. I hope you can see it in the sun. Of course, now the sun comes out, makes a liar out of me. That's the first Jeep I built. That's an absolute monster, but it needs a new custom timing chain because the camshafts are so lumpy that the factory timing chain can't cope with it. So some storage at the top that I built, storage at the top there. My green screen. Some of my filming equipment is still here. Here is the filter which I'm going to use. I'll do that tomorrow for my channel. So if you want to go to my Aussie channel. Another thing, my brother in Philippines has a new channel where he shows people what it's like to live like a tricycle driver. What's the life of a tricycle driver? and he basically shows passengers and his house and how he lives. So I'll put it, not right now, but a little bit later today. I've got to pick my daughter up from school soon. I'll put a link below to his channel, and please check it out. And yeah, he just, you get to see more what it's like, not for a foreigner to live in Philippines, but for a Filipino to live in Philippines, and what the living conditions are like. And yeah, I just thought it's interesting to see, to all the foreigner followers that I have on this channel, to see what it's like to live as a Filipino. And he honestly shows what it's like. No fake, like, oh, standing in front of a really nice car. No, the true life of a Filipino is what he shows, what he eats for breakfast and for dinner, what he does with his family. He lives around Taal Volcano, and he's a tricycle driver there. And he basically just shows the honest truth of what it's like to be a Filipino as a tricycle driver. So you may like that. I'll put the link below the channel. Yeah, I watch him all the time. I enjoy it. We miss Philippines. Because, let me get a pew, guys. Let me get a chair out and explain why we haven't been back to Philippines. Well, during the last typhoon, our house was absolutely destroyed. The roof was off, the windows are out, and yeah, there wasn't really much left apart from the concrete frame that I built. That was all fine, but the roof was modified after I built it, and by some other people. They put eaves on, and of course that acted like a parachute and absolutely lifted the roof of the house. And we purchased 6 mil glass, all right, for the whole house. And after the typhoon, it was measured to only be 3 mil glass. So I can imagine if we'd had 6 mil glass, that would have increased the strength probably by, I don't know, 50 or 60%, and we would have had a lot less damage to our windows. A lot of windows would have survived. Now, basically, the person doing it now is putting 6 mil glass in, but that doesn't fit in the original frame. So everything has to be replaced to take the thick commercial 6-inch glass with commercial frames. We haven't been back for years because of the cost of doing that. So we're hoping to go back next year, but I will load a preview of the repairs. My wife has sent me all the clips of what is happening in the house, and some of it's quite beautiful. Some of it is typical Filipino, overdone, stylish, fancy, looks like the Hyatt Hotel with all the fancy lights and ceilings. But if it makes them happy, that's all good, but it's just delaying us going back. But we are hoping to go back end of the year, early next year. And we'll have lots of new stories and trips and motorbikes trips coming up for you then. But this is what I do in Australia. Honestly, I built this workshop single-handedly. Nobody helped me build this workshop. I put up the frames, everything myself. This is completely self-built, and it probably did not help my health, because as soon as it finished, I collapsed. I got an infected implant, and in the last 7+ years, I've had 20 operations. Still going. I have no choice. I've got a family to look after. Kids to take to school, you know, disabled son, you know, so I have no choice but to keep fighting through the pain, even though I don't have a morphine implant anymore. So yeah, this is what I do. Look at that in the back wall. Married, private husband to a Filipina. That was, I think, on our first or second trip there in Danao Forest. We were sitting on a log. Yeah, so welcome to my messy workshop, and hopefully as summer comes and I don't hurt so much, which is why I like to be in Philippines, because of the warmth. Even though I was born in Holland in the freezing cold, even the winters here with multiple spinal injuries, the pain is extremely high. Even like with the weather like today, I really didn't want to work on the car because I know it'd hurt. But tomorrow's supposed to be a beautiful warm day, so tomorrow I'm going to do this. I'm going to change the oil and filter and fuel filter and give the Jeep a service. I mean, I brought that silver Jeep. I'll take you out there. There's my welding equipment. I've basically got everything I can do. So yeah, this Jeep here, I mean, if you're comparing vehicle prices, you know, to vehicle prices in Philippines, there's a huge difference. As soon as a vehicle is second hand here, the price just drops, right? So that is my daily driver. I've had it for 4 years. It's had one oil change. I've replaced a steering box and a battery, and it cost $2,200. Still has the same tires. So value-wise, vehicles, you couldn't buy anything like this in Philippines for that price and be this reliable. It's just not going to happen. It's a pity. I'd love one of these in Malapok. It's the V8. I'd be great going up and down the mountains. So yeah, here's one I was going to do for my son, but now it's for parts. There's the Beast, which is like, I really miss driving it because of the amount of power it's got. Yeah, that's what I do in Australia, is look after my family and play with cars. So yeah, and every now and again I help out in the garden. So we're just doing pretty well this year. So here's Lyn's little smart car. Little toy. So just thought I'd show you in my Australian Peruk. I built this because again, the light. I love Peruks in Philippines, so we've actually built it out the front. So if anybody that knows us drives past and sees us sitting here, they are welcome to pull over and have a cuppa and something to eat. I love Peruks. It's a meeting place, a place to get together. And in summer, this is our lounge room. This is the place where we get together, have our families and stuff like that. So we have a new solar system. When we brought the house, the old solar system started to fail, so we had to upgrade that as well. So, and our fences needed replacing here. So all reasons why we haven't returned to Philippines. So I hope that end of this year, early next year, we'll be going there and you can follow our adventures. don't forget to give a like and subscribe to my brother in Philippines, his new channel. You may like to watch that. Give him the thumbs up and subscribe. Like I said, I'll put the link to his channel below after I've gone inside. And today or tonight I'll upload the updates on our house. All I've got is the clips that the family and workers have made for us. Like we've got all the fancy ceilings and the chandeliers and the furniture and the TV. You'll see, it's all gyprock and stuff. And it looks nice. So I hope it's nice up close when I get there. So that'll come up later today. I'll upload that. Or tomorrow. What's the time now? I've got to pick up my daughter at school in 20 minutes. I will upload that. I'll join them all together with some music or something like that, and you can just watch the progress of the typhoon repairs to our house. Now, I'll catch you all later, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon, I hope. And hopefully these horrible dark clouds disappear for a while. We've had a long wet winter, and looking forward to not having that. I think last time I was in the Philippines I wasn't even this grey yet. That's how long it's been that I've been there. So anyway, let me look at the sun so you can see my face. I hope you enjoyed this little update. Absolutely love our garden here. The jackfruit's still alive, even this really cold winter. It's a bit stunted. Right. We've had fruit on it a couple of years, but they fell off. But yeah, otherwise everything's going well. It was only a few days ago we pruned our malunggais, but I don't know if you can see, lots of young growth, and we harvest those, dry those and turn them into powder, and we sell them 100-gram bags of malunggay concentrate, and it's very popular, especially with pregnant mothers when they're breastfeeding, because malunggay has 10 times more calcium than milk. When I first went to Philippines, and Lyn told me they don't drink milk much, right? And I said, then how does your mum's, I think she had nine or 10 babies, some passed away. I said, how in the world did her body cope? You know, I often wondered, how did her body cope without dairy products like we have here? And then I found out that malunggay, which she eats every day, has 10 times as much calcium as milk. And there you go. That's why her bones haven't deteriorated, because the calcium in the malunggay. So just thought it was an interesting fact. Anyway, be good. I hope you're all doing well over there in Philippines and every country around the world. I give you my love, and hopefully you enjoy the upcoming clip of the repairs done to our typhoon damaged house. It wasn't destroyed. Nana Tete did stay there downstairs on the ground floor, but they did have a lot of water coming in with the rain and the broken windows. So anyway, thank you. I can see I have 3 likes so far, so thank you for that. I much appreciate it, and I'll catch up with you again soon. Peace and love from Australia to the rest of the world. Now I've got to find out how to stop this. Yes, I want to cancel. Okay.